internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get right into today's video. Something very important happened today in the XRP community and the XRP ecosystem at large. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the clawback feature. Welcome back to another episode. This is a monumental moment within the community because this is where regulatory clarity and regulatory certainty gets another layer of safety and harness. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you what this clawback feature is. Mr. Vet on Twitter posted this saying the XRP Ledger clawback amendment flag set to go. So there's an ETA on it now, and that ETA is 13 days and 22 hours and 47 minutes until it is fully enabled and within its ecosystem. This is a very, very big deal because when you are a bank and you have regulatory, you got to be within regulatory guidelines. A clawback feature being enabled on the XRP Ledger is very bullish. And I mean, I don't want to say it was going to happen regardless, but this kind of feature, it is needed. It is a necessity when banks like the DTCC, the FX markets, tokenizing assets, any sort of asset being tokenized, this clawback feature is very, very important. And what do I mean by that? Well, let me go over some very important tips that you are going to get a very clear understanding on what clawback is. What is a clawback? A clawback is a mechanism used in the XRP ledger to recover funds that were previously distributed, typically due to errors or fraudulent activities. So imagine you're sending a payment from a bank and you did an error, wrong account number, you may have put the wrong country. And when you're doing that on the blockchain, it is instant. And in a moment, I'm going to tell you the pros and cons as well. I'm going to compare this to Bitcoin and Ethereum. And especially when you're looking at it from an AML perspective, and that is anti-money laundering, that is very important. If something goes wrong and XRP is being used as a bridge currency through activities through terrorism or any kind of sex trafficking, anything like that, you need a feature to claw those back. So it's only going to get better, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and smash that like button. Can we go over 2,000 likes? Because this is a monumental moment in the community. Benefits for banks and entities. Error correction, very important. Rapid rectification of incorrect transactions. Prevention of potential financial losses due to a mistake. Fraud prevention. Swift response to detect and prevent fraudulent activities. Ability to recover funds involved in suspicious transactions. Risk management. Utilize clawback for managing risky transactions effectively. Reclaim funds when transactions pose potential risks. And then we have regulatory compliance. Ensure compliance by reversing transactions violating regulation, which mitigate risk associated with non-compliant activities. And then we got more benefits. Asset issuance control. Issuers can revoke or freeze access to specific assets, prevent unauthorized trading and misuse of issued assets, and enhance trust. Trust. I cannot stress this enough. It always comes down to trust, and the network of trust that Ripple has built is monumental. Building trust amongst participants by showcasing robust error handling mechanisms. Increased confidence in the XRP ledger as a secure platform. Operational efficiency. Streamlined error correction and fraud mitigation processes. Reduced reliance on time-consuming legal actions. Innovation in financial products. Design novel financial products that leverage the clawback feature. Unlock new possibilities for innovative offerings. And let's look at why Bitcoin and Ethereum might not be the perfect fit for banks and, for cross-border payments or any kind of real-world assets being tokenized going through Bitcoin. In Bitcoin, transactions are like locks. Once it's closed, they stay that way. Just like you see how someone sent over $2 million to Satoshi's wallet, you can't reverse that. It's going to stay like that. It's like sending a letter that you can't get back once it's in the mailbox. Ethereum does transactions in a similar way. They're like done deals. Imagine buying something online and you can't cancel the order after it's done. But now with this clawback feature for banks, this is something that they can now use once it's implemented. And challenges for banks. This no turning back feature is great for security, but can be tough for banks. Banks sometimes need to fix things or reverse transactions, and blockchains make that hard. Mistakes and fraud. If mistakes happen, like sending money to the wrong place, it's tough to undo. Dealing with bad guys making sneaky transactions is tricky too. Following the rules. Banks have strict rules to follow, and sometimes transactions break these rules. With these blockchains, reversing rule-breaking deals is quite a task. And this is what makes XRP Ledger stand out. And this is why when everything's set to go, what's going to come out on top is going to be XRP. But I want you guys to understand this does not affect the price of XRP directly. But you're probably wondering why I say that, because I just said XRP is going to come out on top. This is why. XRP stays independent and secure on its own. However, the clawback feature makes the XRP ledger more attractive, especially for businesses that want safety and compliance. Okay, so you already know who I'm talking about: SWIFT, DTCC, major financial institutions. More users and assets on the ledger mean more activity and transactions. And guess what? XRP plays a pivotal role in the XRP ledger. XRP is the bridge for these transactions. It's like the main highway connecting all these digital assets together. So as the XRP ledger gets more popular, features like the clawback feature that is getting implemented in 13 days, as you guys could see, the demand for XRP will go up significantly because it is a go-to token for transfer and exchanging on the ledger. So people are going to come onto the ledger itself, given its safety and compliance needs. And once those tokens like bonds, stocks, once they're all on the ledger, when we get real world utility kicking in, do you guys get it? If a light bulb went off in your head there, folks, this is huge. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And then I'm going to leave today's video by a little clip from Bloomberg about an early Tesla investor. I know you guys have seen this previously. And I've actually hunted down that video that he referred to called the Hyper Challenge, the channel called Hyper Challenge. And here's the video that he's referring to back in, I believe this was 2016, early 2017 is where he's talking with Tesla. But just take a listen to what he says here. And then, of course, we got the outro. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. This is a very, very important feature. And we will be back with another
Brandon
video.
Smith. I'm a 32-year-old video producer. So I originally invested in Tesla in 2017. I invested $10,000, and today it's worth, I think, about $1 million, give or take a couple $100,000, depending on the day. And it's really only just beginning. I found this guy. His name was Galileo Russell on YouTube. He has a channel called Hyperchange, and his first or second video kind of inspired me, and I looked around further and I found this forum called the Tesla Motors Club forum, and there was these really, really smart people that covered the company in ways that, frankly, I just wasn't seeing in the news. And I was like, these guys are digging deep into the financial documents of the company and really knew what they were talking about. My reaction when this stock exploded in 2020 was, finally, the stock traded flat from 2014 through 2019. Back in 2017, direction that the world was going. These weren't just cars that we're talking about. We're talking about propulsion in general. Planes, trains, automobiles, you name it, all of this stuff is going electric. I have never really thought of a point to where I would say, I'm good, I'm gonna sell. Yeah, I'm currently at a good spot, but if you look at the company's trajectory, we're only at the beginning. I have no reason to sell, mostly because, you know, I've got my own place to live right now. I'm not in any big hurry. There's no real reason to completely upend my life and ruin the ability for me to, you know, look at this growth rate and just give up on it and say, yeah, I don't want to be a part of that. That's crazy. You got to be a part of this.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, you know, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.